Welcome back, guys. Check out this video.
Pushing somebody to improve is not an attack, it's actually an act of love. And there's some people who, based on their background, if somebody out of love pushes them, they feel attacked. But you've got to learn to see it that maybe they're just trying to help me to be in a better position. And you don't grow without some discomfort. Nothing grows in the comfort zone. Nothing. You have to come in and make yourself uncomfortable. There's something about discomfort that is associated with growth. You know, here's God's plan. You go from comfort to discomfort, then to greater comfort. And most people can never get to that greater comfort because they don't want to go through the corridor called discomfort. But whenever you change and lose the familiar, you must become uncomfortable. So you need people in your life who push you to become better.
This was a great video. This is Kirby's way of showing his love by destroying them. But man, absolutely everything this guy said was correct. I mean, it's something that I don't think most people grow up to see or grow up to understand, because I think most people are raised to think, oh, you gotta talk to people nicely, treat them nicely, and we see this with parents, how they, raise their kids, and we've seen the results of how their kids grow up to be. And it all comes down to, it doesn't get anything done. And it's, it kind of goes to like what Dan Pena, another speaker, what he says is like, if love got the job done, you wouldn't be here. If your parents that loved you and raised you did their job, then you wouldn't be so messed up. And I really liked where he said people go from, or you have to go from comfort to discomfort to greater comfort, because I think that greater comfort is something that many people don't experience. That greater comfort comes from the results of your actions in that discomfort zone. So I think it's an exceptional way to put it, to word it, to almost to where it kind of goes hand in hand with what Dave Ramsey says, where at first you have to live your life like no one else so that later you can live your life like no one else. So this video was great, but what are your thoughts on what he said?
Now, first, Alex, you in the Discord, you hear how I talk in Discord. This is actually sent to me by somebody that's in the Discord. Um, because of course every time they feel that I'm attacking them. I always tell this, and I tell my son, he's in his 20s. I mean, yeah, y'all call me a bad father. I can't be remembering all these ages. My son, 23. All right, there we go. Had to look at the calendar, see what year we was in. But 22, sorry, I said 23. But anyway, but I'm the same way with my son, and I always explain to him, understand, no matter how much you get upset by what I say, understand where it's coming from. It's not like I'm telling you to go sell drugs. It's not that I'm telling you to do something for me. Everything that I'm telling you is so you can be better to take care of yourself, your children, your family. So understand where it's coming from. And then most people don't understand that aspect of it. They only think that, oh, he's attacking what I'm doing. Yes, I am attacking what you're doing. I'm attacking what you're doing because you say you want something, but I'm going to show you why what you're doing now is not the way that to get to where you're going. Like you said, if love got everything done, then why are you here? If you already know everything about money, why are you here? If you're so smart and you know anything about money, why are you here? I'm telling you what it takes to get from point A to the point where you want to be. I've told other people. They said somebody told me, and this is in the Discord. If y'all are not in Discord, the link is in the description. Please subscribe. It's free. First off, it's free, and then it gets live in there sometimes. But somebody said that I don't understand people's situation. No, I don't understand people's excuses. I don't. I'm just being honest. When it comes into the area of personal finance and money, I don't care about your feelings. We can be friends and cool outside of this realm of personal finance and money, but your excuses or your situation, that's not anything that I'm really focused on. Everybody think that they have a unique situation. People don't understand that you're telling it to somebody and you think it's unique, but you don't understand that they talked to thousands of people and they've heard the story before. It's just an excuse. So I don't care if you say you want to get from point A to point Z. I'm only focused on from point A to point Z. All this other stuff that you want to try to throw curveballs in there, then that's not my responsibility. That's not my problem. I only care about the people that's willing to take action to get to point Z when it comes to personal finance and in this financial realm of understanding money, controlling money, and having a better off life. But that's something that people don't have a concept of, or they want to think that it should be, hey, this is a personal relationship. You should be my counselor. No, this is not a give and take. This is not a, hey, I need you. It's, hey, I'm going to supply the information. It's up to you to use it. All the excuses you have in between, that's on you. And let's be honest, all the excuses just delay what you're trying to get to. That's why most people don't get there because they can't turn it off. I remember when I first heard Dave Ramsey, the first thing I looked in the mirror and said, I know nothing. This man has made it. I know nothing. Everything that I thought I knew about money got me to this point right here where I need to listen to Dave Ramsey. So I know nothing. And then so I went in with the mindset of I know nothing. I'm just going to follow what this guy did. If I make it a quarter of the way where he's at, half of the way where he's at, David Ramsey's almost a billionaire now. And so if I make it 30% of where he's at, my life is better than where it is right now. And then people want to, I'm trying not to cuss, but people are trying to uh, do it half-assed. Let's call it what it is. That's what they do. They want to try to implement a little bit of things that you do, but they want to keep all the things that keep them broke, and then wonder why it don't work. The reason why it don't work is because you won't commit to what needs to happen. But everything that I'm saying, I'm not selling. I'm not selling or we're not selling a hey get rich quick scheme fund. We're not selling any of that stuff. We're just saying what needs to happen from you to get to your crappy situation now to a better situation where you can have money to do what you want to do. But they think it's the inverse. They think it's, hey, you need us. No, if I wasn't sitting there talking to y'all for hours, I would be spending more time doing things that y'all care about so much. I'll be spending more time with my family. I'll be spending more time watching football. I'll probably spend more time at the bar chilling, talking to other people. I'll be sitting there working on my own deals. That's what I could be doing. Besides really giving you this information that you refuse to listen to, refuse to take action on, and then you want to blame the world for your problems, and it's your inability to take action to make it happen. So the video itself was outstanding, but the level of comfort is being uncomfortable is what it takes because you have to divorce all. If you're broke, you have to divorce everything you know about money because everything you know about money got you broke. Don't blame the job. Don't blame mom and them ain't come and help me. Sister cousin auntie ain't come and help me. It's you. So you got to divorce yourself from all that and start anew. And that's very uncomfortable. For me, it was very uncomfortable listening to some, and I'll just call it what it is. I'm an inner city dude. And this is how I thought of it when I first thought of Dave Ramsey. It's a very humbling feeling to forget everything I know and then listen to some redneck from Tennessee tell me what to do with money. But guess what? He was right and I was wrong. That's the truth. He was right and I was wrong. Just listening and taking action, that's all you need to do. That's why the most famous word in my house is execute. I don't want to hear the reason why execute, and then what I say, then we can talk about after you execute. But there is nothing to talk about unless you execute. But if you execute, you see where the intent from the instruction was at. But if you want to sit there and guess and be like, oh, well, he means this, no, he means or she means whoever's instructing, but we need to do exactly what they just said. Not your way of doing what they said, exactly what it said, and let's see the outcome.
Hmm.
Now, if you do exactly what it said and it's wrong, then okay, now you got a gripe. But you don't have a gripe if you're not even doing it. But Alex, I'll leave it there.
And it's funny because you said so you said a couple things that made me think of myself, where you talked about when you were listening to Dave Ramsey, you thought, well, this guy, he's done it, I haven't. Let me listen. And that was the same exact thought process I had when I met you. The same exact thought process. Like I didn't know, and I've said it in our videos, I didn't know anybody else in my life that was a millionaire. I couldn't name one. I mean, I could name one, but like I wasn't close to them and was it wouldn't have even been easy to really get close to them. It was like a friend of a family of, all that. So to know people in your life that are doing something or to even maybe not even know somebody, but to see somebody, whether it be through now with technology age with, videos and YouTube and just listen to what they say. Like, I hear so many people question and ridicule and joke about the advice that millionaires are saying. And yes, it might come off. I think initially it might come off comical because it's extreme. It's always extreme. They're always cracking jokes. I mean, they've done it to you, Kirby, how you said, if you don't plan to buy one house, don't buy five, or if you don't plan to buy five houses, don't buy one. So, and people just take that the complete wrong way. There's certain things are worded, sure, but if you really think on what they're saying and take it into a deep consideration as to, okay, what does he actually mean? And then put some thought process into it. Use your brain. You'll start to understand, for one, these guys are doing it, but you know, these are the guys that have done it. They've proven to do it. So just listen to what they're saying. Like I remember telling you when we first met, it was like you handed me a blueprint. And I know there was still so much more to learn, but it was like what you said was exactly what I didn't know and what I was looking for because it was things like, well, should I save money? I mean, it's basic things that people don't know. Should I save money? But if I save money, then how do I get to millionaire status if I don't make enough to save enough to get to a millionaire, to become a millionaire? Then learning about investing. And my thoughts on investing was like, you put your money into an investment, you lose your money. I thought, and then like you hope that it brings you money back. I didn't know what an investment was. Like, so all these basic things people don't know, and they just want to make comments and jokes about it and not even just like shut up and just listen to what the person is saying so that you can educate yourself and improve your life. Like you said, this person is doing better than you. That's the end of the day. It's the same way if you want to get into a debate with someone that's in shape and you're a fat ass. At the end of the day, they've got a six pack and you're morbidly obese. Like it's the same concept. Like look at what work has been done. And if they have put in the work and they've done the work, then listen to what they have to say because you can learn something and improve your life. So I think that was excellent, like very well put. Another thing you had brought up in the Discord, as you mentioned, that had me cracking up was when you said Alex for all these years could have told me to go fuck off, but he stayed with it. And it's true. It's like for someone that wants to learn at some point, or not even at some point, but you have to constantly tell yourself, I want this no matter what it takes. I don't care about all the hardship it's going to put me through, all the discomfort. I want this. You have to want it more than the feelings you get put through going through what you want to grab. Like it doesn't matter how I feel in this. At the end of the day, I want to get to this goal. I want to hit this objective. So all the noise on the path to hitting that objective you're trying to aim for is irrelevant if, ignore the discomfort, own up to it, just keep pushing through because this isn't going to be an issue. The discomfort isn't going to be an issue when you take the action and then the results. bring you the reward that you've been waiting for all your life. So, I mean, there's a whole bunch of points into that, but I thought that was great.
Yeah, and sorry for the technical difficulties at the beginning. It's it's I'm not going to say frustrating. It's not frustrating. It's because I want people to win so bad that they stand in their own way and they don't even understand they stand in their own way. I mean, it's amazing. Sometimes I wish I could have a recorder on when people call me and tell me stuff, and then I tell them you need to stop doing this or you need to do this, and then they come and give me some excuse. Like it's a debate. Like, hey, what they do is what I'm telling them is going, or what they trying to do. They think it affects me. Like, oh, your name's on the line if you say this. Oh, yeah, yeah, I know. That's why I said it. Because I'm not going to depend on you because this is exactly what's going to happen when you half-ass it. Kirby's going to say something, then you're going to half-ass it, but the first thing you're going to do is go all over social media saying, Kirby told me to do this. But you ain't going to admit to the world that, oh, I didn't do exactly what he said. That's what they do with Dave Ramsey. Like, yeah, I see like you said, the funny comments and all that stuff. And it's people watch videos to reply, not to understand. Like, if you took a second just to be like, sit there, like the Charleston White video that we did the review on, and we'll probably bring it up sooner or later. And you listen to it, somebody who got half of education, the way he articulated, the way he said it, they're like, oh, this guy's just crazy. But that would have been an instant reply. And then we did a review, and then when you heard him, you was like, oh, this dude tripping. But then if you just pause and think and understand what he said before you reply, then you're like, oh, he might be on something. But nobody don't take that chance to think of, oh, they just hear foaming at their mouth. They just want clickbait. They just want the revenue from YouTube, Instagram, whatever. But just take a pause and be like, all right, they said this. Let me go look up what they said. Maybe there's an opportunity there. They don't do that. I just told somebody recently, listen to understand. Don't listen just to reply. And that's the whole aspect of it. And like one of the things, and we'll talk about in Discord later, is when people call me and tell me problems of friends and family members that they have, and then they're trying to help them. And I'd say, stop trying to help people. I'm not saying it because I don't want to help people. I'm saying it is how can you, in a position of having nothing, do nothing, sit there and try to help somebody else? Because I'm gonna tell you exactly how they're gonna look at you. They're gonna look at you. You telling me to do this? Why the hell you ain't did it? So they're not gonna listen in the first place. How about get all your stuff in order? Then once you get your stuff in order, then people will come to you. Then you can help them. Not until, not before. That is the thing that people just don't understand. But as soon as I say don't help them, oh man, you don't want to help nobody, man. You just down. You just a Debbie Downer. How about you direct them to somebody that actually know how the whole process works, and you just stop spewing off your mouth from something you heard on a 30-second TikTok video? Because if they listen to you and then they get to a part where they don't know and they call you, oh, well, I don't know, man, you got to go look it up somewhere. So you done got them down the road on a path that you know nothing about, but you trying to help them do it. That is the crux of why I say don't help people until you have your stuff in order. I mean, there's more nuances behind that, but that's one of the main reasons.
That being said, guys, if you have any questions or comments, don't forget to let us know in the comment section. Don't forget to like this video, share the video, subscribe to our channel, check out our Discord, and we will see you guys on the next video.